Thredbo village, nestled in Australia's snowy mountains, was a winter paradise. Snow blanketed the gum trees and ski lodges, laughter echoing as skiers carved the slopes. Life here followed the rhythm of the seasons, the village pulsing with energy each winter. Stuart Diver, a ski instructor, lived with his wife Sally in a hillside lodge, safe, or so it seemed. On July 30th, 1997, a cold rain fell, melting snow, but no one suspected danger. Inside, families relaxed, unaware the mountain was about to unleash its fury. The peace was deceptive. Nature's power was quietly building. The villagers trusted the mountain, built their lives on its slopes, never imagining the risk beneath. But the wild is never truly tamed. That night, the mountain would remind everyone of its brutal, unpredictable force. The calm was about to shatter. In moments, Thredbo's peace would be replaced by chaos. The ultimate test of survival was about to begin. At 11:35 p.m., the mountain gave way. A sudden violent landslide, earth, water and trees rushed down, obliterating everything in its path. The Karinya and Bimbadeen lodges were smashed, buried under tons of debris. In seconds, 2 bustling lodges vanished, replaced by a mound of wreckage. Darkness and silence followed the roar. Survivors outside stared in disbelief at the devastation. The rain kept falling, the ground unstable and treacherous. Panic erupted. Screams, alarms, confusion. The peaceful village was now a disaster zone. 18 people were inside those lodges, their world turned upside down in an instant. No warning, no time to react. Nature's power was absolute. Those trapped below began a desperate fight for survival. Above, the community faced a nightmare. The struggle for life had begun. Thredbo would never be the same. Stuart Diver was thrown into darkness as the landslide struck. Trapped in a tiny pocket beneath concrete and debris, he was alone, cold, and injured. He called for Sally. No answer. Survival became a mental battle. Stuart focused on staying calm, controlling his breath and conserving energy. Water dripped near his face, freezing, but his only lifeline. He licked it to survive, even as it chilled him to the bone. Fear and grief threatened to overwhelm him, but he clung to hope. Time lost meaning in the darkness. Every creak above could mean collapse. He fought despair, believing someone would come. Hope was his fuel. Alone, Stuart refused to give up. He endured hour after hour, driven by the will to live. The psychological toll was immense, but he held on. His story was just beginning. The world above had no idea he was still alive. Above ground, rescuers faced a deadly puzzle. Unstable debris, freezing weather, and fading hope. Hundreds worked around the clock, moving rubble by hand, risking their lives with every shift. For 2 days, only heartbreak bodies recovered, no signs of life. Then, on the 3rd day, a faint sound, picked up by acoustic gear. Silence fell. They listened. A voice. It was Stuart Diver. His shout pierced the rubble, igniting hope. The rescue shifted from recovery to a race against time. Rescuers dug with renewed urgency, carefully tunneling toward Stuart. Every move was calculated. One wrong step could be fatal. The nation watched, hope rekindled. Stuart's survival became a beacon. The rescuers' determination was unbreakable. The impossible now seemed within reach. The site buzzed with energy and purpose. Stuart's voice meant everything. The fight to save him intensified. A miracle was unfolding beneath the mountain. Paramedic Paul Featherstone spoke to Stuart through a pipe. "We're coming to get you." That lifeline kept Stuart focused, fighting through pain and exhaustion. Rescuers dug a narrow tunnel inch by inch under constant threat of collapse. Engineers monitored every move, knowing a single mistake could be fatal. The team worked in shifts, driven by adrenaline and hope. Australia watched, united in suspense. Stuart, suffering from hypothermia, clung to life as rescuers sent warm air and oxygen through the pipe. Paul's voice was a lifeline, keeping Stuart's spirits alive. The final hours were critical. Rescuers were close, but danger was everywhere. They had to cut through a slab pinning Stuart's legs, vibrations terrifyingly close. Stuart put his trust in strangers he couldn't see. The tension was unbearable. Every second mattered. The world held its breath. The moment of rescue was near. Stuart's fate hung in the balance. After 65 hours, rescuers broke through. Light flooded in. A hand reached for Stuart. Firefighter Steve Hurst saw him, alive, exhausted, but alive. Cheers erupted across the site. Stuart was carefully pulled from the tunnel, blinking into the night. Relief and joy swept over everyone. Stuart's survival was a victory against all odds. He was alive, but his wife Sally and 17 others were gone. Grief and gratitude mixed as he was rushed to hospital. The physical scars would heal, but the emotional wounds ran deep. Stuart's rescue became a symbol of hope and resilience. The rescuers' courage and teamwork shone through tragedy. The nation celebrated a miracle. Stuart's will to live inspired millions. In the darkest hour, humanity's best prevailed. The Thredbo landslide left deep scars. 18 lives lost, a village forever changed. Investigations revealed a leaking water main had triggered the disaster, leading to stricter building codes. The community faced a long, painful recovery, rebuilding trust and hope. A memorial stands to honor the victims, a place for reflection and remembrance. Out of tragedy, Thredbo found new strength, rallying together to heal. Stuart Diver's survival became a national symbol of hope. His story showed the power of human endurance and the will to survive. The legacy of Thredbo is both tragedy and courage. It's a reminder of nature's unpredictability and our capacity for resilience. The rescuers' tireless work, the community's unity, and Stuart's fight for life inspire us all. Even in the darkest moments, hope can be the ultimate survival tool. Thredbo's scars remain, but so does its strength. The human spirit endures, no matter the odds.